I tell you what, the flight cancellations have been kicking the airline industries behind for real. You're talking about something that started happening right after Thanksgiving, and it is still going strong. So, nearly 1,000 flights already canceled as South braces for major winter storm. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is forecast here on the East Coast that snow and ice will go all the way down the coast to Georgia. hmm And it is going to put the Southeast on an emergency preparedness footing as shoppers scoured store shelves, which are practically empty. So they're taking whatever they can for storm supplies, and crews race to treat highways and roads as a major winter storm approach from the Midwest. In Virginia, where a blizzard left thousands of motorists trapped on a clogged highway earlier this month, outgoing Governor Ralph Northam declared a state of an emergency and urged people to take the approach, storm. So, what he was recommending, please stay home. Don't take a chance and go out there on the road. That backup was 20 miles long. That was just crazy. In North Carolina, some of the store shelves were stripped bare of essentials, including bread and milk. Friday, the fast moving storm had already dropped heavy snow across a large swath of the Midwest, where travel conditions deteriorated and scores of schools closed or moved to online instruction. Iowa was hit the hardest. Brad Small, a National Weather Service meteorologist, said the airport in Des Moines, wow, they got 14 inches of snow. Woo! Now that's a lot of snow. That's a lot of snow. And central and southern Iowa recorded 9 inches to a foot of snow. And perhaps a preview of the kind of problems east, the Iowa State Patrol reported 207 motorists were assisted and 78 crashes had occurred in a 4-hour period between 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. Friday. News release: Indiana, Michigan. Power said, they had already dispatched more than 200 employees to assist its sister Appalachian Power Company to help with storms, knocking out the power. And they would stage in Virginia and West Virginia for what was expected to be a storm that dropped several inches of snow, sleet, ice, and experience long gust of wind. Yeah, the wind here was crazy on Friday. We had those powerful winds here where I am, so I definitely know what they're talking about. So, 6 inches can be seen in Mississippi, northern Mississippi, Tennessee Valley, and Alabama could receive snow accumulations. And they're saying temperatures can be in the 20s across a wide area. Any precipitation could freeze, making driving difficult if not hazardous. That is true. That is very true. So we're selling everything you might expect: sleds, but also salt, shovels, firewood. Okay, so they're just selling everything. That's South Carolina. Winter storm watch is extended just north of Metro Atlanta to Arkansas. In the west, Pennsylvania. In the north, covering parts of 10 states, also included. Kentucky, Ohio, and West Virginia, travel problems could extend into metro Atlanta, where about 2 inches of snow brought traffic to a stop in 2014. Yes, one of my cousins that passed away got caught up in that traffic. He was literally out there for a whole day where traffic came to. I remember when that happened, they called it Snowmageddon back then. And he actually got caught up in that traffic. He was out there a full 24 hours. A mixture of ice and up to an inch to 2.5 centimeters of snow is expected in Atlanta, according to an advisory issued Saturday by the National Weather Service. Dawsonville Hardware, about 60 miles north of Atlanta. Um, they're saying they sold out of heaters. I bet they did. And they only had 5 bags of salt and sand left. Nearly 1,000 flights within the U.S. have already been canceled for Sunday in anticipation of snow and ice in the South, according to the flight track. This is the flightaware.com, which I have told y'all about, which tracked flights cancellations worldwide. A major U.S. airport hub, American Airlines, Charlotte Douglas International Airport in North Carolina leads the list of cancellations for Sunday in the US. Wow. Possible power outages and travel problems could be exacerbated by any coating of ice and wind gusts to 35 miles an hour. This is according to the National Weather Service. Well, all I got to say is I sure hope everybody is safe. You know, that is really the most important thing. And if conditions are just too bad to be out there, don't be out there. But I do know, just from living in the Northeast, there are bosses that will pressure their employees to come to work in bad conditions. I have experienced that multiple times. Some people, over the years have put their foot down and said no, but sometimes they'll try to make you feel like if you don't show up, you'll lose your job. It's ridiculous the way these people have created these terrible job environments and all of it unnecessary. All right, so they're saying there is a potential for dangerous conditions caused by accumulation of ice and snow that will likely result in power outages across the state. The city of Winston-Salem, North Carolina, had to borrow workers from other departments to help treat roads ahead of the storm because of a shortage of workers, workers out sick, and even volunteers pitched in to help as the city stepped up its normal schedule for preparing for winter weather. So, North Carolina, Governor Roy Cooper signed an emergency order, and administration urged people to stay at home once the storm hits. The state highway agency warned that labor shortages meant crews might not respond to problem areas as quickly as normal. So, as you know, Monday is King's birthday, and many schools and businesses will be closed Monday for Martin Luther King Jr. holiday, which could help reduce travel problems along temperatures that are supposed to rise into the 40s. Wow, that's pretty cold for the South. Y'all being in the 40s. Ah, but everybody, if you're up and down the East Coast and you're in the Southeast or any of the states I mentioned, be careful. And if conditions are bad, stay home. It's not even worth running the risk of being out there if you don't have to be there. And, what happened in Virginia, people ran out of gas, folks didn't have food. It turned into a pretty ugly situation. It really did. And we shall see. I mean, these conditions will be cropping up again. We're not even halfway through winter. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.